welcome back. I am Nammerbomb for another series. Yes, I'm making a new series. That is why I'm wearing my brand new outfit, weird black box. Brand new outfit. It's a suit, yes, if you didn't care to notice of my bad skin making skills. But, yes, so what I'm going to be doing is building a city, as you probably see in the title. So what I'm doing is building this on the Persian World Server, which I will put up a few pictures on the screen so you guys can check it out, just see what it's all about. Uh, I say we because I'm one of the staff members on the server, but what we do is we build realistic looking cities, neighborhoods, towns, all kinds of things. We just build realistically. So we have these giant worlds and we build in them and they look ridiculously awesome and it's really fun and it's what I like doing the most basically. So we recently got a new world called Hestia, which is a lot bigger than our old world. Our old world was what? 5k by 5k or something like that. I can never remember, or maybe 4500 by 4500. But now, with our brand new world, it's 25,000 by 25,000 blocks. And if you don't know how big that is massive. We're talking like, it would take several Minecraft days to fly across the entire map. I think one of our admins did it once, and it took like 15 days just to fly across the entire thing. So it's very large. So what I have is I was given a city plot, which is very massive city plot also, and what I'm going to be building on it is my version of Paris. So it's not going to look exactly like Paris. It's not in the same kind of land area that Paris is in, but I just want to do Paris. I think the buildings in it are cool and they'll be really fun to build. So I'll go ahead and show you what I've got so far. If I can manage to fly with this lag. Let's see, I'm getting 15 FPS. But yes, so this is where I've started off so far. This is really the only building I have, and some of you guys probably recognize it. Some of you guys might not know what the actual name of it is. This is the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. Doesn't exactly, I mean, yes, it's missing like statues and these little things, and up there, like up in those, but up in those, but I think it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I think it could be a little bit thicker, but that's actually the scale size. This is a 2-scale version of the actual um, arch. I'm gonna say arch just because that's the actual translation of what it means in French. And it's got full lighting and everything. So if we look at that, it's very beautiful at night. So I am very proud of that. And this roundabout took actually quite a bit of time just to measure it out, and I feel like I could have done it a lot better. Like, these lines right here really do suck, but it's very hard making roundabout lines, so I might get someone to do that for me in the future, but for now I have other things to do since I don't have much of my city built. This is one of the first subway stations. I'll come back to that because I have some more stuff to say about that. What you guys are probably wondering, this is just a basic road design. I built a sewer underneath it so I don't have to go back later and build sewers. I can just kind of plop those down and there'll be sewers. Some road signs. These are actual, like, these are what to what I know, these are actually what the road signs look like in Paris and the Paris area, so that's kind of why I've decided this. I mean, I don't know if they're on poles like this, but I know they're this color, so, yeah. And this is basically the last thing that I've gotten around to doing is this small bridge, which isn't actually replicated off of anything. I think I'm going to put more of the actual bridge replicas further down in the city where more people are going to see them. Excuse me for a second while I take a sip of my tea. Oh, that's good. Yes. So this is kind of what I've got so far. I kind of like it. I mean, the top could be a little bit better. A couple other people were saying that too. But from down here, I think this looks pretty nice. And, I mean, the river here gets a little bit less wide because I'm building in these seawalls. Well, I call them seawalls even though they're really like river walls. This is just a river. So yeah, but this goes out here and all that, and this is where the point. I'll probably put like a park out here and stuff with a lot of trees. That'll be really exciting. And so let's go ahead and get to over here. So this is the subway station. This is a basic template for what most of the subway stations in the city are going to look like. I'm going to build a few others. Like there are subway stations in Paris that look nothing like this, and so I'm gonna be building more, but this is just, I like this design. It's pretty simple, and I like it for the city, so that's kind of why I used it. So if we just go down these quote unquote escalators, what you see here is may look like a painting that's kind of changing colors a little bit. This isn't actually a painting. Some of you guys might have heard of this trick before. If not, you guys are in for some awesome news, because this is one of my favorite things to do, despite the lag it kind of causes for the server, and that does have to load up, which also really sucks. But this is not a painting, this is actually a map. So if I just flip into this mode real quick, this is actually a map. We have a flat world called our storage world, and it's just a super flat world, and that's where we just kind of store all our stuff. I'll go there in a second, show you all the other stuff that I have for the city built. I just haven't moved it all here yet, but what you can do is you take the size of the area. Here, let me just graphics, I think it was. Yeah. So this is one that I made. This isn't actually the one that you were seeing, but as you can see, this is a pretty dang large area. It's actually 128 blocks by 128 blocks. And so, if you click out a map over this, if we just go over here, you'll be able to see what this map does. And this is very awesome to be used. It's not loaded up. I think I have one in here. If I just look at this, yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's loaded over here. That's nice. So, what I did, essentially, is make, yes, sorry for my misspelling of damage. There's only one M in it, but it was late at night, okay? That's all you need to know. But, yes, this is what you can make. This is essentially a blue screen for a computer, and so I can place these all around, and just for the fun of it, that, like, oh, you got a blue screen, your computer's screwed, and yeah. But it looks pretty cool. And so this is the kind of what you can do with maps. I don't know how to get to the one of the video camera or whatever, but yes, those are pretty awesome. So if you just go back, let's continue on down the station. And yes, I did actually put, this is a head, someone's head. I don't know the in-game name. So if you guys want to get it, I don't know. It's a plugin for all I know that we can do to get those easier. It's like just micro-block camera, please. And it gives it to me. So they're a nice touch. Over here I added an ad, which is a Grand Theft Auto. I didn't actually make that. We got a program to make that advertisement for us real quick. Just give us a quick schematic, because I would never have the time to make like something into like that amount of detail. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I should probably get a night vision potion, because it is dark in here. Yeah, there we go. So this is just kind of simple gate entrance. You can't go that way, but you can go this way. And depending if we have an economy in the future, which we don't right now, I may or may not make it so it actually charges you when you go through those gates, which we do have in our other city, but since we don't really have an economy anymore, it doesn't really matter. So if we just go down here, I haven't actually finished the station yet, but this is what the general gist of the station will look like. This right half over here will be flipped over, and it'll be on this side as well. And so you have like the platform of the actual subway station in the middle, and then the trains will come down the side. I haven't actually figured out my subway map so far yet, so I don't really know where this track will go. It's also going to have to be a lot longer than this. It's not going to be this short, because my trains are pretty long. And I'll show you those in a second, because I think I'm done showing you basically what I have for here. Yeah, I think that's all I have to show you guys in the actual area back here. Yeah, because that's really all I've built so far, but I will have a lot more built by next episode, so continue watching please and subscribe, that's wonderful. Yes, thank you. So if we just go to my little area in our storage world, we can just pop on over here. No touchy touchy. I don't like when people get into my stuff and start randomly building, like this guy did, one of our other admins. He came and built a bus in my storage world. Don't ignore the other stuff. I have a lot of junk here. There's just a lot of random stuff. If I want to build something but can't build it in the real world, then I'll build it here. So this is the final design for our subway, and as you can see, it is pretty long, even though it should technically be longer to make it more realistic, but it's just, it'd kind of be too long for stations. I mean, you don't want a really, really long station, so it can be ridiculous if I put a third car on this. But yes, it has full interior, it lights up, and it's really awesome. This is modeled after one of the newer subway designs that Paris has. I know that I have older ones that look more train-like, like that one, but more blue or cyan. But I didn't feel like building those because I think they're kind of ugly. Over here I got a double-decker bus. I don't really know where I'll put this because I don't think Paris has double-decker buses either, but I was just really bored, so I'm like, hey, I'll build a double-decker bus. But yeah, I might put a few of these every once in a while. For all I know, Paris really only has single-deck buses. This is the good stuff over here. Now this took me quite a long time because figuring out all these angles and all these slopes is massive work on your head. So that's why I don't even have this top part finished yet. But this, if you guys can guess, is the Eiffel Tower. And sorry it's unloading, I have my render distance down pretty low so I don't lag out of my mind when I'm recording. But yes, that's the Eiffel Tower. I'll probably put it in by next episode, but it won't be finished. I'll have to devote a lot of time for that upper half. It's taking me a while. I've been kind of putting it off just because I don't feel like trying to figure out all the angles because it is very hard. But yes, if I go over here, these are some TGV trains. Whether or not I put those in also, I don't know. I mean, I really want to put them in. I think they'd be a nice touch to my like central train station, but our co-owner Blib kind of said he kind of wanted it to the trains to be more what is the word for it? Like, he wants the trains to be the same throughout the world because we're kind of having like a trans map like railway, so he kind of wanted all the trains to be the same so we don't get like European trains in American cities, but even though I'm getting American trains in my European city. This is my flag. Yes, it's waving. It's really awesome. This is the flag just still, but yeah, and this is just a smaller version of it for like buildings. Over here, what is this thing? Yes, this is a subway station. As you can see, I actually modified how it looks from above a little bit. I added glass instead, and it's a little bit less wide. But yes, if we just go down here, I might plop this somewhere. I don't really like it. It's kind of outdated because I built it in 1.6. Yeah, despite the stained glass, I assure you I built it in 1.6. I just added the stained glass later. But yeah, I like this because you can actually see how the subway would look if it was in the station. And as you can see, the station is pretty long, so I'll have to make my other one pretty long also. And just a sneak peek at what some of the tunnel models are. That's what one of the tunnels will look like. I have a bunch of other tunnels, like over here. This is another tunnel version. This is typically for the older lines. As you can see, this is like an older station. And this is my favorite tunnel by far. Tunnel design. It's kind of nice and curvy. It's like they took a tunnel bore and just dug it out, which would be realistic. So that's why I like it. Over here is a nuclear power plant. Now there is no nuclear power plants in Paris, but as some of you guys know, France basically has all of its power devoted from nuclear power plants. So, and since my city is pretty large, I'm like, hey, I might as well put a nuclear power plant in that. Also, it's fun. They're fun to build. People like looking at them. So, yes, I love this smoke, but well, it's not smoke. I'm sorry, it's steam. But I really like that. But I'll have to recreate it because I don't like this tower design. So I'm building another one over here that's more realistic anyway. Um, let's see what else I have to show you guys. Just the last few things, and I'll wrap up the video because that's about all I have. Yes, this is my boat. Has nothing really to do with my city, but I like it. Someone just put it there because I built it in someone else's little storage area. Now this is a port crane. Also, there is no port in Paris, obviously, because it's an inland city, but it is on a river, and if you follow the Seine River, whatever it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it because I do not speak French. It does lead to a port at the end of the river, and I think this is one of the port cranes there. They have more modern cranes like this one over here, this blue one, but they also have a few old ones like this. So I thought I'd build this, and I really like this. I think this turned out awesomely, so I'm gonna definitely keep that, and that's gonna be real fun. So I think that's all I have. I have two more things to show. Eiffel Tower again, and if we just go over here, now this is a soccer stadium, yes. So I was originally going to build the stadium for whatever soccer team they have in Paris. I forget what it's called. But then someone introduced, to ignore that, that's an airport. No, there's no airport in my city, unfortunately. There's only a couple in the map, and I was not voted to have one. I was just doing that for someone else. But yes, so we made like a version of football for like our server, so that's why I put this football field in it, and why did I do that again? And caps lock on. So yeah, just basic stands. I think I'm gonna redo that. Now what these are actually burning furnaces. Now from up here you can notice the flames, but when you're down here they don't really spawn. If yes, see, as you can see, I I'm telling you, they don't do that usually. But if we just flip it to night, just completely just screwed up that name, it still emits light. But they don't look like lights, and they look a little bit more modern, so I like that. It's a nice touch for the stadium seats. But yes, this soccer stadium, football stadium, if you want to call it that. I don't really play either sport, whatever you call it. The European football stadium field also fits in the American football field, so we can interchange those if I want. If we're gonna like play a game of football, I'll plop this one in. If we're gonna play, if nobody's playing, then I'll plop that one in, so it's a little bit more realistic. And last but not least, if we just go over here, another boat. Yes, this is my Arc de Triomphe. Oh, sneak peek. This is what the city hall looks like. That's going to be really awesome. So yeah. But here are my basic road plans. So these are like highways and very large avenues. The large avenues aren't submerged into the ground, and they won't have as big of a median. But that's the large avenues, and there is one that's going to go up to the Eiffel Tower like that. This is just my basic road. This is a smaller road slash street. This is like a tiny street. This would be like side street, and this would be like super side street, like tiny street. Like you're not supposed to go down these kinds of streets. Um, Turning lanes, and this is my favorite. I didn't actually come up with this. I'm just gonna turn off my chat because Sly is spamming and he's really annoying. Sorry, Sly. If I just do that, that's better. Okay. So if we look at this, how did I get these signs to look like this? Well, as you can see, this is actually a carpet. It's raised off the ground. And if we just go through here, these signs are placed at angles. I just put these carpets down here so this carpet would be supported. But the tops of the signs actually go through the carpet. So you don't notice that they're, well, I mean, kind of tell because it's brown. Excuse me. You can notice that because they're brown, of course. But you can't really tell that there's a sign under there. It's just like, oh, well, this is just a dotted line. And what the parking lanes like look like in Paris are actually they have like white dotted lines. I can't actually have a white sign, so That's why it looks like that. But they have white dotted lines in their parking lanes. So I thought that was a pretty creative idea. I'm probably gonna implement those. I might not because if you put the carpet on the road, it looks kind of ugly. You can tell it's there. Also, since it's like a different texture, but yeah. I think that's all I have to show you. I'll just give you like a few little other fly arounds of my area. There's the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower, that's the Statue of Liberty. Dumb American. Doesn't even know his own, like, blah, whatever. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. That's all I have to show you guys. I don't really have anything else. Just a highway. Yay. Hooray. Old flag. This looks like the French flag. That's all I have to show you guys for today. Thanks for watching. Next time I will definitely have some more things to show you guys. Like the Eiffel Tower, I'll have a lot more roads in, and I'll have the sewers in. It'll be great. So make sure to tune in next time. Subscribe, like, share it to all your friends, and have a wonderful day.